Today is all about good habits and bad habits. These are my habit socks. I'll be putting good habits and bad habits inside these socks. And throughout this video, I'll be sharing my top tips with you guys to help you speak about habits in real, natural English conversation. Let's go. First habit of the day, I am taking a brisk walk on the beach. A brisk walk is a quick walk. Unlike taking a stroll is a gentle walk. Oh, what a beautiful morning to stroll. So, is taking a walk a good habit or a bad habit? For me, it's a logical choice. It's a good habit. Right now, it's 8:05 in the morning. It's 8:05, and I'm taking a walk along the shore. The shore is the place where the ocean meets the sand. But I'm not just here for a walk, I am collecting shells. Wow, what a shell that is. And it looks like a unicorn horn. Very cool.
Rope? Nope.
Right, we've got our shells. Now we're gonna head home. And to do that, I need to cross the road. But before we do, this is white paint on the trunk of a tree. And that is to protect the trunk from the midday sun. Now, very carefully, I'm crossing the road. And I made it safely. Now it's time to make coffee. My favorite time of the day. Now, I've got my coffee. It's time for today's top tip. Anchor your habits with time words, such as in the morning, every day, or around 7 o'clock. Make your sentences sound complete, even if your grammar is simple. For example, every morning I drink a nice hot coffee, and this is my favorite time of the day. But is drinking coffee a good habit, or is it a bad habit? Well, it is a hot topic. It's debated. Personally, drinking coffee has to be a good habit. Yeah. The next habit of the day is to make breakfast. And seeing as today is a Sunday, I want to make a special breakfast. Milk. Eggs. A box of eggs. And mayonnaise? No. Flour. The cupboard. Flour. There we go. Flour. I am cracking the egg into the metal bowl. I am pouring 100 milliliters of milk into the plastic measuring jug. Yes, this is a whisk. I am sieving the flour into the bowl. And this is a sieve. Whisk, 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 whisk. Okay. My pancake batter is ready. This is pancake batter, and I'm about to fry it in the frying pan. The butter is sizzling in the frying pan. I am pouring the pancake batter into the frying pan. While the pancake is cooking in the frying pan, the next good habit of the day is to clean as you go, is to do the washing up as you cook. I used to work in a kitchen, and the one good habit that I got from that was to clean as you go. All chefs know if you clean as you go, your workstation's clean, you don't have to clean up afterwards, and it feels better. So the water is coming out of the tap. This is the tap. And I am doing the washing up. I am washing up the metal bowl. This is a cloth, which is different to a scourer. I've taught you guys this before. This is the scourer, the rough part, and this is the sponge, the smooth part. Wiping the sink. Okay, and I'm going to rinse off those suds, the soap suds. To rinse off is to remove the soap from something, to wash it away. Okay, let's check the pancake. Right, this pancake is ready to flip. The next verb for you guys, flip. And I hope I can do it right. Oh, she won't release. Let's turn you off. All right, let's pretend that didn't happen. It's too fucking sticky. Ah, motherfucker. Burn myself. Come on, ready? I just flipped the pancake. Now I've flipped the pancake, it's time to slice the banana. First, I will peel the banana. Oops. I'm peeling the banana. And these bananas are very ripe, which means they're ready to eat. When they are green, we say they're not ripe, or they are unripe. Look at that, it's a bit mushy. The texture is kind of mushy, so it's ready to eat. Perfect for a pancake. Now I'm slicing the banana. Pressing the bin, opening the lid, and putting in the banana skin. So the final step is the chocolate. And this is Cadbury's Dairy Milk. Cadbury's is around 120 years old, and it is a British chocolate. It's a very common chocolate to eat in the UK. It's not too fancy, but everyone loves it. It's a classic. I'm going to slice this Cadbury's into chunks. These are chunks of chocolate, 3 chunks of chocolate. And I'm going to put them on the pancake so that it melts. And folding the pancake. Breakfast is served. I have my fork, my knife, and I'm going to dig in. To dig in is to begin eating. That's good. But is eating chocolate banana pancakes a good habit or a bad habit? If you ate chocolate banana pancakes every day, then it's not great. I'm going to say it's a bad habit. When talking about bad habits or negative habits, I have another top tip. Instead of framing it in a negative way, instead of saying I eat unhealthily, you can say I don't usually eat unhealthily, but this morning is an exception. Instead of saying I don't drink enough water, instead you can say I'm trying to drink more water. If we relate this to English, instead of saying I'm bad at pronunciation, you could say I'm working to get better at pronunciation. I'm working to improve my pronunciation. Just by changing that phrasing from a negative to a positive, it changes the energy and it changes how you see yourself. The next habit is reading. And for me, reading is a good habit. I like to read for around 10 minutes on a morning while my mind is fresh. I was just talking about improving your pronunciation as an English learner, and my next top tip to do that is to read out loud for 1 minute a day. Here's how it works. Take a book, any book, and read out loud. But when you read, I want you to overdo your mouth movements, exaggerate your mouth. This is going to strengthen your mouth muscles, your tongue muscles, and it's going to improve your pronunciation and your articulation, which will help you sound more clear, more natural, and more confident when you speak. Coffee. Now, back to reading in my head. Whoops, I just got distracted by my phone. I stopped reading, I started using my phone, and it turned into mindless scrolling, which is my next bad habit. Checking our phones too much or scrolling mindlessly unaware. This is something that I used to have a big problem with. I would sit and scroll for hours every day, but then I replaced it with reading. They say that you can't just stop a bad habit, you have to replace it with a new habit, otherwise you'll fall back into the same routine. So if you also use your phone a bit too much, then starting to spend some time each day picking up a book might be a lot more beneficial for you in the long run. The next good habit of the day is to brush my teeth. This is my electric toothbrush, and this is a tube of toothpaste. I'm unscrewing the lid and squeezing the toothpaste onto the bristles of the toothbrush. These are the bristles. Now, in we go. After I've washed my face, I usually do some skincare. And there I just said I usually do. Usually is a time phrase, like normally, often, or sometimes. We can use these time phrases to talk about our habits and how often we do those habits. I usually take care of my skin. I didn't used to. In the past, I didn't used to. But now I do because Chang, the one behind the camera, has taught me that our skin is important. And so we should take care of it, just like we take care of our diets and our sleep. I'm tapping on my face. Apparently this is good for the moisturizer to go inside your pores. Your pores are the little holes in your skin. Next is some serum, and this is in a glass pipette. Now I'm massaging my cheeks. These are my cheeks, my cheekbones. We call this moisturizing. Moisturizing my skin. The next good habit of the day is to exercise. This is a pull-up bar, and these are my gymnastics rings. They are adjustable, meaning I can adjust the height up and down. They are wooden. They are made of wood. You can hear it when I knock. And they are circular. They are round. I grip them like this, and I can either hang or do pull-ups. This is Skin the Cat. And you go through to the floor, upside down. Right now I'm hanging upside down, and all the blood is rushing to my head, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Front lever. Exercise done. Time to work. My favourite place to work is outside here on the terrace. I've got my laptop, my computer mouse, my Van Gogh mouse pad, and I like to work out here because I have a view of the ocean. To be able to see the ocean when I'm working is an absolute pleasure, and I'm very fortunate, I'm very lucky, and I'm grateful. What am I working on? Well, as some of you may know, for the past 5 months, I have been building a business, an English platform called Sprouts. And I've been working on that with a guy called Blake, my business partner. We have been working on this together, and he is responsible for the beautiful website and very soon a brand new app. We're going to have an app that's going to be launched on Apple and Google Play. So I'll let you guys know when the app is going to drop so you can check it out. It's exciting. It's a dream that I've always had since I was young to create my own app. If you want to check out Sprout, then I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to immerse yourself in English and build a positive habits. Now, for me, it's time to get back to work.
A few moments later.
I've exercised and I've worked, and I think these are good habits, as long as we take regular breaks. Speaking of taking breaks, in between my working sessions, I like to take a short break, sit down for 2 minutes, and I set a timer on my phone just to make it even easier. Now, set a timer for 2 minutes, and in this time I like to close my eyes and hum. Hum. I hum because that stimulates my parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically a fancy way of saying that it reduces stress, anxiety, it lowers your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and generally enhances your focus and improves your emotional well-being. 2 minutes of humming, very easy. Time is up. I feel good, I feel relaxed. By the way, I'm sitting cross-legged. My legs are crossed. I'm sitting cross-legged on a rug. This is a rug, not a carpet. So now we've looked at my daily routine, my habits. I want to go outside, take an evening walk, and look at people around us. What do Vietnamese people do on a daily basis? What are other people's habits? I'm curious. Don't know about you. On the other side of the road, you can see people exercising. That man is swinging his arms on the beach. That's a habit I see a lot of Vietnamese people do. They swing their arms to get the blood flow and some exercise. It's a very common sight I see in Vietnam. People love to exercise on the exercise equipment. They rotate their arms around like that, do pull-ups, sit-ups, that kind of thing. And it's usually at sunrise and sunset because in the day it's very hot. Here again you can see the man exercising. He's spinning the wheels round and round.
Riding the boat.
Yeah, he's practicing riding a boat. Coming past now is a man on a bicycle. He's on a mountain bike and he's riding his bicycle along the road towards Sun Tra Mountain. This lady is sitting down on the bench, looking out to sea. And look at the light, guys. It's a beautiful sunset. This area is really lively. Over there you have the people exercising, doing dips and pull-ups. Here we have Chang resting, looking at sea. In the distance, or the background, there is an old man and an old woman exercising on the exercise machines. And here in front of us you have families with kids playing in the sea. Everyone is having a good time. Hello. In the distance there is a speedboat zooming across the water. The kid is playing in the sea while the parents are on their phones, chilling, taking a break from parenting. All right, we've checked out some interesting people at the beach. It's always fun. Now, let's go do a habit that is probably a bad habit, but I like it. Ice cream. Snacking. Meep. Snacking is the next bad habit of the day. To snack is to eat little bits of food in between meals. And it's all right if you snack healthily, but ice creams are not so healthy. So right now, I'm snacking on this ice cream, and that is a bad habit. Those kids behind me, they're also snacking on some crisps after school. Snacking is a universal habit. It might be bad, but You know, you got to do some things that are bad for you to feed the soul. After snacking on the ice cream, I want to balance that with a good habit, and that is staying hydrated. Drinking plenty of water to keep my brain active keeps me alive. I'm thankful for that. And yeah, water is refreshing. There's one final idea I want to leave you guys with. It's that habits are like ice cubes. Imagine an ice cube in a cold room. You start heating it up. -3 degrees, no change. -2, -1, still nothing. But at 0 degrees, the melting begins.
Your English is the same. You might not see the change today or tomorrow, but every step you take is adding up to a big difference. If you're ready to see that change, join us today on Sprout, 15 minutes a day to watch, learn, and speak. Because small things make a big difference.
Oh, the Sprout is here to stay.